For centuries, explorers and emperors have scoured the remote corners of the earth looking for a hidden utopian kingdom called Shambhala. Geopolitical forces pushed these searches to extremes. In 1938, an SS scientific team arrived in the Himalayas specifically to locate the kingdom's rumored power. But Shambhala appears on no physical map. Its true origin begins with an ancient king facing a very modern dilemma. Empires spent centuries searching for a physical kingdom while missing the actual objective. Shambhala operates as a blueprint not for geography, but for the human mind. King Suchandra ruled an empire of 96 million villages. At 99, his worldly responsibilities were immense, making the traditional path to spiritual enlightenment nearly impossible. He sought spiritual liberation but refused to abandon his nation to become a secluded monk. Suchandra traveled to India, to the Danya Kataka stupa, to demand a path to enlightenment that didn't require him to abandon his duties as king. In response, the Buddha manifested the Kalachakra Tantra, the Wheel of Time, revealing the entire universe in a spectacular, multidimensional display. Suchandra brought this teaching back to his capital and constructed a massive, luminous 3D mandala to transform his society from the inside out. Because Suchandra refused to abandon his active life, he birthed a spiritual system designed specifically for people with heavy worldly responsibilities. Over centuries, the literal texts of the Shambhala legend introduced a violent, apocalyptic prophecy. The prophecy claims that in the year 2424, the 25th king of Shambhala will ride out to defeat barbarian invaders in a massive holy war. Scholars clarify that this holy war describes an internal struggle, not physical combat. These barbarian invaders are the internal negative emotions, specifically greed, anger, and ignorance, that constantly assault the human mind. This war is won by gathering scattered karmic winds and neutralizing mental chaos through absolute focus. Shambhala is an impenetrable psychological fortress built through extreme mental discipline. If Shambhala is an internal state, we must look at the actual mechanism required to enter it. The Kalachakra mandala functions as an intricately coded interface designed to be memorized in its entirety. Through the practice of eidetic imagery, practitioners visualize this massive 3D architecture containing 722 individual deities. Visualizing this massive multidimensional architecture internally acts as a highly rigorous, high-intensity workout specifically designed for the human nervous system. This rigorous, structured protocol achieves total cognitive enhancement through deliberate neural training. Modern biophysics and neuroscience are now studying the practitioners of this specific visualization technique. The data reveals a specific biological outcome. The training triggers neurogenesis, the physical birth of new cells. This graph compares the photon detection threshold of a standard eye against a trained practitioner. You can see the practitioner's sensitivity pushed to the absolute limits of physics. This direct intersection shows a visual sensitivity that rivals artificial sensors, capable of detecting single quantum-level photons. Suchandra bequeathed humanity a soft-tissue high technology, a biological blueprint to rewire our brains and find Shambhala inside ourselves, despite the chaotic modern world.